Tiny Epic Galaxies. Now, Tiny Epic, the series, has really grown quite tremendously since the Tiny Epic Galaxy days. But Tiny Epic Galaxies still continues to be one of my favorites of all the Tiny Epic games. This is, of course, themed after space, and you're kind of sending out rockets to explore different planets, gathering resources and things like that. But it's very, very streamlined. It's done through the roll of a dice and then a simple moving the little notch on the card to show how much of that resource you have collected. And you're trying to essentially collect these cards both for points and for their potential ongoing benefits throughout the game. As you continue to level up your character in Tiny Epic Galaxies, you get more access to more rocket ships to populate more cards simultaneously or take more actions. You get more dice available to you to roll every turn. And you also get to improve your collection of resources. And there's even expansions to this as well, which I won't get into, but they're also fantastic. Now, in Tiny Epic Galaxies, one of the things that is important is when it's another player's turn, you can't just sit back and relax, because there's a unique resource in here that you can spend to copy the effect of a dice rolled from another player. So you can maximize what you can do in the game by effectively using that resource built up. So on other players' turns, depending on what they roll, you can copy those effects and continue to maximize what you can do. Tiny Epic Galaxies is really, really solid as far as gameplay. Even though it comes in such a small box, if you're unfamiliar with the Tiny Epic games in general, it's true to its name. It's tiny, but it is epic. There's a lot of content here, and a game can last you an hour and a half, I'd say, maybe, depending on the number of players. But at the same time, with 2 or 3, you could probably get it done in under 45 minutes. It plays 1 to 5 players, so yes, there is a great solo mode in here. And if you are someone who travels a lot and wants to bring something small, handheld, that you can play, at the table, at the hotel, or anything like that, Tiny Epic Galaxies is a great one to bring with you because its footprint is so small. It's a great solo game. It's great competitively. And like I said, if you've not played any Tiny Epic games, this would be my recommendation to try first. It just does everything that it's supposed to do so well. And the success of Tiny Epic Galaxies is really what brought Tiny Epic games, all the other ones that have come out, to where they are now. So if you liked this one, definitely check out some of their others. But I highly recommend trying Tiny Epic Galaxies if you like fun gameplay where you can play off of other players' turns, where you can manipulate the dice, where you can, collect cards and build a small little engine, of effectiveness for your player. I mean, this is a really fun game. I highly recommend it if you've not. Tiny Epic Galaxies.